I was invited to join Sypherpk's build challenge. The goal was to build something in 72 hours, run an object that Sypher then would buy us. And since I'm obviously a very serious person when it comes down to any topic, I wanted to build Oni Studios. So Sypher could just hand it over to me and just say, yeah, you know, the new owner. Turns out the limit was 500 bucks, and I think Oni is a little bit more worth than 500. So that idea was definitely out of the window. But what to do now? Since my genius idea wasn't working out, what should I do? And then it struck me. Sypher has friends. Something I yet again cannot relate to, but he and Courage are constantly fighting over who's better at the game, who's taller, who's better looking, you know, the usual stuff. So I wanted to build the ultimate boss fight between Sypher and Courage, which in itself was a great idea, but now I had to put in a $500 item somewhere in there, which makes sense somehow. Well, then I remembered that one of his friends is into the same game as I am, which has a very particular hobby.
My God! Oh my God! Hang on a minute! Hang on a minute! I told.
Well, since I never open cases because that is just basically burning money, I really love to collect skins in CSGO. So the plan for the 72-hour map was to have Tim and Tedman open an item, then Courage JD comes in, mayhem, steals the item, and then it turns into the boss fight, which eventually will lead to Sypherpk obviously beating Courage and then getting the item back. That was the plan. Day one was better than I ever expected it to be in my wildest dreams. It went flawless from creating the Sypherpk streaming room to starting out the first interactions between Tim, Courage and Sypher. The animations worked flawless and even the gameplay was somewhat interesting. Day two wasn't as flawless as I was hoping to be, but it was still not a big problem. The boss fight gave me a few troubles, mainly because of the sentries and all of the verse scripting I had to do there that kind of messed around with a lot of things. But in the end, it somewhat worked out, and I think for a 72-hour build challenge, this is completely fine. The sentries and the barrier device that was holding up the sentries that were mainly used for the shooting mechanic were kind of still showing if Courage was beaten, but I don't think that was a big problem. However, on day 3, everything came crashing down. Day 3, or usually the last day before I, submit something to build challenges or just in general, is just to fix bugs and just like add a few minor things. Technically, in the 72-hour build challenge, I wanted to have everything done by day 2, which everything was done, but when I tried testing it, everything was lagging. And for no apparent reason. The worst part about all of this was actually that Epic updated UFN on day 3. Which, if you have a little bit of experience in creative, you know that sometimes things just break after updates. And I was already shivering. I already knew that something was going to mess up, and well, it turned out, I'm still not sure if the update was breaking it or if I did something wrong before, or if it's just the private versions. But as soon as you joined the game and you tried to start launching the first interactions, the game had huge lag spikes every time you were walking. Not if you're standing, you could stand and you had 0 ping, but as soon as you started walking, the ping spiked up to 200, which made no sense. So I started deleting everything which I thought could be the problem, animations, imported things, nothing was really working. At the end it was basically just a 1.0 build that was still lagging for no apparent reason. So I submitted the map like that, and I was just hoping that everything worked out fine on the other end where Sypherpk has to play it. Well,
That's what's mine. Courage is a villain, bro. He's a boss fight. No. No way. Courage, you going down, buddy.
Oh, why is the grass like that? Where am I?
Next up, we have Richie Tunes. You will be receiving your CSGO knife.
turns out I actually won, which is crazy. And I really want to thank Sypher and the entire team behind it for making such a cool thing like that. And I really hope in the future with UFN evolving that we can have even bigger and cooler challenges when it comes down to creating custom stuff in Fortnite. So yeah, that is how I won Sypherpk's building challenge. Thank you guys for watching. The full video of Sypher's obviously in the description so you can check it out in its full glory. And I will see you guys back in the next one. Bye.